Right, so now we move on to content. So we've laid out our section. So now we're ready to put stuff in it. A range of element types are available from Infigo to place within your formatted pages. So on that page I've given you, you can find some more additional rambling detail on what these different element types are. We won't have time to go through every single one today, but hopefully it'll give you a little summary. So if you scroll about halfway down on this page I've given you, there'll be sections here on each of the different element types that we have available and the sort of thing you might expect from it. So hopefully that's useful for you guys. So as with the other things that we've been working on, each content type will have its own relevant set of configuration options, again accessed through the gear icon, the configuration menu. So examples of some of the available content types we have, it covers pretty much, or hopefully, everything that you want to be able to put on your page. That could be from basic text inputs or paragraph. It can be a WYSIWYG, so what you see is what you get. It can be images, it can be buttons, it can be iframe embeds, it can be so many different things. And we'll take a look at some of these in a moment. So let's utilize these custom columns that we've made. We'll start populating some content. Again, we're working with the nested blocks. We want to place the content within the column. So we find the actual column that we've created, go to the add content section on the bottom right, and then you can see there the list of available elements that we have available. Now, these are a bit of a mix. Some of them will be the end of the road in terms of nested blocks. So if you add something like a title, then you can't add anything inside any additional blocks within the title itself. It's the end of that branch. However, some things in here will give you access to even more nested blocks. So for example, if I go for, let's see, if I go for a block in here, now a block is something which might let you place things inside its own separate block with a different background color or something to really draw attention to a certain area of your web page. So if I create a block, I'm just going to very quickly change the background color of that block just so we can actually see it. Again, that's in its configuration options. There's more details on the block on that page I've given you. But then you can see once I've added the block, I've got subsequent content I can still add to that block itself. So I can put additional things in here. So let's say I want to put an image. So I can upload an image directly into the content template, for example. I don't have to go through CSS override or additional content. I can just upload it directly into here. Let me just change that. It's going to potentially cause problems, but never mind. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense in terms of how these things are all nested, and you can build basically as many things and whatever it is that you want in them. Let's just take a look at that on our actual website before we move on, just to show what we've done. So I've not chosen a particularly good color there. Let me just try again. There we go. So you can see, for example, there we've got our section. We've got our layout contained within the section, which is controlling how many columns we've got. We've got our box within one of those columns. And then within the box, we've got an image.